Man, shout out to AMS, Alpha Male Strategies, because I heard him say a long time ago that, you know, the woman that you want, she doesn't necessarily have a lot of options. Her, you know what, has a lot of options. You know, growing up, I'm thinking like the better a woman looks, the better a chick looks, the more options that she has, because at the end of the day, your options is going to be based off what your end goal is. So if a woman wants marriage and a relationship, but the dudes in her DMs just want to play around, they just want to smash, then, you know, those aren't real options then. A lot of us in this social media era and online dating, a lot of people feel like they have all these options because men are so thirsty, but the problem is most women don't want 95% of those dudes. And then the dudes that they want, you know, they might have other stuff going on. They may not necessarily want them. I learned years and years ago that women don't really have as much options as most men think. But a lot of us, we see pretty women, we see beautiful women, and we get caught up in that. And we think like, man, I'll never have a shot at her because she probably got too many options. So I want to definitely go ahead and review this clip real quick, and we're going to talk about it.
The question is, why is she still single? Tons of men in her DM, but still single. Well, I got an answer for you. Let's get into it. Women, it's important that you hear this too. I think social media gives us a false sense.
I know I review a lot of her content, but I think she's dope. I like how she speaks. She's a woman that speaks to men and women at the same time. So I definitely find it valuable when a woman is speaking like this, so salute to her.
Sense of option. There may be men interested. What are they actually interested in? So yes, her DMs are full of men. How many of those men actually desire commitment? And of those men who actually desire commitment are men she would want to be committed to? That is the question. Unfortunately, ideally, most of the men that they would want to be with are not really looking for a real commitment. Or they want a non-traditional relationship where you in the relationship and they not. Or an understanding, maybe a situationship or just a wham bam thank you ma'am. Nothing serious. So yes, social media is cool, but it makes people think they have way more options or higher value options than they actually do.
You know, so I see a lot of men who feel like, man, women got all these standards. They want to do that 6'6", he got to make 6 figures. And yeah, they got a lot of standards online, on the apps. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you where they got a lot of standards at, right here. They got a lot of standards on those type of apps right there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, they got a lot of standards on the YouTube and the Facebook and the Instagram. They got a lot of options on there, but what we have to understand is that's not real life. See, most men fall for the okie doke. You know, most men feel like, man, she'll never want me because I'm 5'3". But the reality is, in real life, women actually bend their standards. What you gotta think is there's more men online being thirsty than women are. So naturally, women have to have some type of standards because it's so many men trying to get at them. Now, when you dig into real life and you talk to a woman in real life, most men are either one, catcalling women, or two, too nervous and intimidated to go up to women. So just because a woman looks super good doesn't mean that she got a lot of options. Actually, the better she looks, the less options she has. So I know y'all like, man, Josh, what does this have to do with us men? Like, how else can you give us advice, man? And what I want to say is, man, you should never be worried about a woman's options, because women most do. And as a man, you know how we are. Most men just want to get it in. That's all they want to do. So at the end of the day, you should never be worried about a woman's options, because a woman is always going to have a lot of perceived options. But again, 99% of those dudes, she ain't going to want. My whole thing is this whole social media. Yes, I agree. It has messed up dating in the sense of there's going to be more flaking. There's going to be more ghosting. There's going to be more all of these things, because now people have more options. You have online dating apps, you have Instagram, you have TikTok, you got Snapchat, you got Twitter. I said Snapchat, you got Snapchat. You have all these different apps. So yeah, a woman can get another guy to go on a date and stuff like that. But again, get into that relationship stage, most women want marriage. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, as a man, what you got to think about, and I heard this from other day from some guy, I can't remember the channel I was watching, but what he was saying is the reason why us men are considered the prize is because usually, what do women want? A woman wants a guy that's better than her, Usually financially, right? So if you're better than somebody financially, who is the prize? As the man, you have to act like that. Don't ever worry about a woman's options, because at the end of the day, when you invest into your mindset and the way you think, you become the prize. See, I used to be too worried about women having a lot of options. So in my head, I was always trying to speed things up. Let me text her, let me call her, let me set a date, let me try to see her, let me try to do this, let me text her good morning. Because I was in a rush. But you gotta go at a woman's pace. And I know that sounds crazy, like, ain't man supposed to lead? Yes, as a man, you're supposed to lead, but a woman, you have to go at her pace. Don't over chase her, don't over pursue her and things like that. Let her come to you. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta initiate things, and as it picks up, she'll be the one doing all the work. And I'm not saying that you ain't doing no work. That's not what I'm saying. And I ain't gonna lie, that held, and again, like for me, that held me back when I start to attract women. Now, obviously, this is subjective, right? A 10 to you might not be a 10 to me, and a 10 to you, or a 10 to me might not be a 10 to you. But when I started to pull some real, you know what I'm saying? Some with some fat back there and the pretty face and all that type of stuff that you guys might like, when I started to pull those type of women, for me, I was still in disbelief, because I'm like, man, why would she want me? Not understanding that women don't really have a lot of options. Yeah, they get a lot of attention and things like that because of how they look, but usually they don't even want half of those options. And then what you got to understand too, just because a woman is bad and sexy and all that type of stuff, don't mean she got her inner characteristics right. She could have low self-esteem. She could still have trauma she dealing with. She still got insecurities she trying to deal with. So at the end of the day, looks is just, that's the exterior. That's why I say, man, we can't take this social media stuff too for real. Those are perceived options. Because in real life, she ain't got a lot of dudes that want to marry her. She maybe got one or two, and she might not even want those one or two. But as men, what do? Oh man, women only want guys that's 6'10" and make 6 figures and got 6-pack. Yeah, I understand that. But when you deal with, see, here's the thing, man, like, we got to start dealing with women in real life, because when you deal with women in real life, they kind of bend the rules. You know what I'm saying? They don't require all these standards. They don't do all of that. But online, they're going to do that because it's so many of y'all dudes in their DMs, so they have to do that. But in real life, it's different. But let me tell you guys this little secret. When you raise your value as a man, when you become the best that you can be, and you're always trying to be better than your best, and you're working on your craft, and you locked into your vision, then you're gonna have real options at that point. Everybody that's your options, they wanna have a relationship with you. And again, we hold the keys to a relationship. The woman has to ask us for the relationship. There's no relationship without us. That's the whole point. So focus on you, because then the tables will turn. That's the whole point of this video. Don't ever worry about a woman's options, because that's what that does to your brain and your mindset, is that, man, if she got a lot of options, I gotta come with it. I gotta take her on extravagant dates. I gotta do this with her. I gotta make sure I text her good morning every morning. I gotta beat other dudes to the race. No, when a woman likes you, she likes you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta do all of that. You know what I'm saying? There's no point. But as a man, you gotta treat yourself like you're the prize, because at the end of the day, you are the prize. Because at the end of the day, a woman wants a man that's better than her. And if you want somebody that's better than you, obviously you are the prize. But you gotta act like that first. Because when you act like you're not the prize, a woman doesn't wanna be with you. And again, like I say in a lot of my videos, if there is no respect, she can't respect you. So it starts with you respecting yourself. That's who it starts with, the man in the mirror. Shout out to Michael Jackson. It starts with you. And when you get your mind right, when you get your focus right, now, yeah, it's gonna be women that's repelled by a dude that's focused, because they're not ready for all of that. They're not ready for that. They ready to still be in the streets and do what they're doing in the streets. But you're not worried about those type of women. You're looking for those feminine women that want a masculine man that's assertive, that's confident, that's know where he know where he's going and things of that nature. That's what you want. That's what I want. And that's what I want for you guys. I don't want you to be with a woman that's not ready to be in a relationship just because she look good and got something fat back there. That's not what it's all about. You know, at the end of the day, you can't worry about her perceived options, because she's gonna get to a point, 10, 15 years from now, are those options still gonna be there, or are they gonna be with those new 18-year-old women who are now 25 and 26? Think about it. So at the end of the day, those are only perceived options. It's not real, because none of that will be there in 10 years. So in your mind, continue to focus on you. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about what their standards are online and they looking for, because in real life, women bend. You want a woman that wants money, that's a gold digger. I don't want gold diggers around me, so I don't care about a woman wanting a guy that makes a lot of money. Now, yes, you need to be stable. Yeah, you need to be stable because a woman needs to feel safe and secure. Yeah, you need to do that, but trying to make $1 million just to get women is a bad way to go out. Focus on you and do things because you want to do it. Figure out what your values and your morals and your standards are as a man and go off of that. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel, guys. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'm gone.